Hello, what's up guys? It's Gary here and you're watching G4 Gadget. Today, we will talk about another new entry in the V series called the vivo V29 5G. The vivo V29 5G comes in two configurations, 12 plus 256 GB for 1,899 ringgit and 12 plus 512 GB for 2,099 ringgit. Let's see if the vivo V29 5G is worthy of its pricing. Let's talk about the display first. The vivo V29 has a 6.78-inch AMOLED display with curved sides, 1.5K resolution, 120Hz refresh rate, and 2160Hz PWM dimming. Vivo calls it their best display on a V series yet, and they are not lying. With a peak brightness of 1300 nits, visibility under the sunlight is no problem at all, especially for a mid-range phone like this. The bezels are basically non-existent on the sides, but not on the top and bottom. Nowadays, mid-range displays are really good with vibrant colors, more than enough pixel density, high refresh rate, and vivo V29 is definitely one of them. Next, I would like to shift the focus to the camera. Pun intended. Vivo V29 5G comes with a 50MP main rear camera with OIS, an 8MP ultra-wide camera, and a 2MP monochrome camera. The selfie camera is a 50MP unit. As a V series, Vivo emphasizes a lot on its portrait capturing capability on both front and rear camera. With Aura Light 2.0, the subject can be brightened up to a larger scale. The V29 is perfectly capable of capturing night portraits, and I'm very satisfied with the results. Whether from a well-written subject to the natural-looking bokeh, Vivo never disappoints with their portrait photos in daylight or low light. Although, every photo taken in low light needs a second or two to process. The OIS also helps in stabilizing the shot, which is good to see at this price range. During daylight, photos from the main camera comes out with enough details, good amount of vibrance and contrast. They are pleasing to the eyes, and average users should have no complaints about it. The ultra-wide camera, on the other hand, also shoots decent photos with enough light. The colors and HDR is kind of comparable to the main camera, but it lacks details due to the low megapixel count. Night shots using the ultra-wide just isn't it, with a significant amount of noise, and it gets blurry easily due to the lack of OIS. The 50MP front camera with autofocus takes some really nice selfies with a lot of details, whether in daylight or dark environment. It has 92-degree field of view, which can fit in a larger group of people in one shot. We love the portrait selfie mode too, as it cut out the subject from the background quite accurately. Video-wise, the V29 can shoot up to 4K at 30fps, and footages come out quite steady with the help of OIS. The HDR is quite decent too. The vivo V29 5G is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G chipset, which is acceptable for this price range, but the SoC is also 2 years old at this point. People buying the vivo V29 probably won't care about the graphics or CPU performance, but an upgrade would be welcomed. On Geekbench, it scored 1027 on single-core score and 2991 on multi-core score. According to our testing, the V29 5G can run Genshin Impact on medium settings at 45 frames per second smoothly, which is not bad, but also not the best. Another thing worth mentioning is the design and build. At 7.46mm and 186 grams, the vivo V29 5G is relatively thinner and lighter compared to other phones with a similar screen size. The starry purple is also a really beautiful color, enhanced by the gradients and patterns. Inside this thin body, Vivo managed to fit in 4600 mAh of battery, which might not be the biggest capacity, but is more than enough for a day's use. Charging via the 80-watt charger included in the box takes us from 0% to 100% in just 50 minutes. Wireless charging is absent here. It is IP54 rated for dust and water resistant, which is commendable at this price range. What we hope that the V29 5G could improve on is the speaker. It's a mono setup, which sounds okay, but making it into a stereo setup would be a huge boost for music, video, and gaming experience. Speaking of gaming, it is really time for V-Series to upgrade the processor of choice, whether to enhance the performance or for the longevity of usage. A better ultra-wide camera on the back should be added too, as the difference in quality between it and the main camera is too big of a gap. FunTouch OS 13 is a feature-rich Android 13 skin with cool widgets and nice customizability. But the amount of bloatware should be reduced for a better user experience. In conclusion, if you are looking for a thin and light phone, or if you love taking portrait shots but don't want to spend flagship money, then the Vivo V29 5G is definitely the right phone for you. We will recommend the 512GB version, as for only additional 200 ringgit, you are getting twice the storage. What do you think about the Vivo V29 5G? Are you planning to get one? Leave a comment down below and tell us your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to G4 Gadget for the latest tech news. See you guys next time. Bye!